hit the headshot and he doesn't fall, instantly run, shut the door, and you're just gonna sit here like this. And the second you see his head through the glass, only shoot 2 bullets. Boom, boom, 2 bullets, that's it. Do not mag dump through the glass, because he'll crouch, and then you're gonna miss your whole mag, and then he's gonna kill you because you're reloading. So just shoot 2 bullets. If you kill him through the glass, great. If you don't, then just let him open the door, and then you just do like a 20 round to the chest, and you're fine. Alright, what's going on, guys? I'm live all the time. Check the description. Anyways, let's get into it. Huntsman, Sellout, that quest, and the tracksuit. The 2 kits you're going to use, completely different. For the Huntsman Sellout quest, what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be putting on an actual, I'm going to go like a full meta gun. I'm going to bring in a Killa helmet, or Killa armor, or like a Gazelle, and I'm going to bring an Ash 12 with PS12B, or I'm going to bring in a, just like an SVD with, a sight and a 20 round mag. I'm gonna bring in a helmet. I'm gonna bring in like 8 grenades because there's no point in not bringing in grenades, especially if you're getting just the 1 kill for your huntsman. It's always better to over prepare for the kill. So I'm gonna be in my stash for the first couple minutes of the video, and then I'll fast forward to the actual Killa. But first thing you would want to do, even if you're just getting tracksuit or you're just getting huntsman quests, I would always recommend to get these grenades from Prapper. So buy these smoke grenades, they're really good, they don't make noise, and they alert Killa, or they alert you to where Killa is. So for the rig, I'm just going to kind of break it down, like my kit choice and everything like that. So the rig, I would go with the cheapest rig possible. I get this piece of shit, it's like 6,000 rubles. I put a mag in it, two grenades. I never have anything else, so this is it. I have a mag, I have 2 grenades. Sometimes I'll even not even bring an extra mag, I'll just have 1 20 round mag. I'll explain why I have 2. So again, this is all for tracksuit, okay? Now, again, for helmet, no helmet, just a tac sport and a DRD. I like to bring a DRD. If you're going for tracksuit and you have a lot of money, I'd wear a Gazelle, or I'd even bring in the kill armor itself. There's no reason not to bring this in, especially if you have a lot of rubles. So this armor can save you from Killa. If he has a PP19, if he has BT and an RPK, or if he has an AKM with T45, then this armor will literally make Killa a joke. You can face check him. You could trade with him 1v1 and you'll win if you have an actual set of armor, which is why I recommend to use this if you have the money. So don't cheap out. Don't just bring in a DRD because everyone else does. If you have the money, bring in some real fucking armor, and that's it. So that's kind of the kit choice. When it comes down to the gun, I prefer the Ash 12. But unfortunately, the ammo is craft only in the workbench level 3. So it takes 13 hours for 80 bullets. So unless you want to cope and you're kind of like nostalgic and you like the Ash 12, the best gun to do this with, ideally, if you have unlimited rubles, is the SVD. But if you're kind of trying to watch your money and you don't want to like kind of just blow your rubles, just use an SVT with iron sights, or even better, an AVT, because if you face check them with an AVT, you kill them instantly. But I always like to use the SVD. The reason for that is this little trick here I can share with you guys. So I load in a raid, going in with this, typically, iron sight, and I will actually put this in my butt. So it's the SVD lower. So it's the SVD lower with a Bravo sight. And this goes right here. And the reason I put it here is because I don't necessarily even want to bother attaching this unless Killa's in the raid, right? So there's no need to bother going back and forth. Just leave it off, and then if Killa's in the raid, you just drag it on. So if you die, you don't lose like 60,000 rubles, right? Because like this 1x1 right here is 60,000 rubles. So that's what I like to do. I like to make sure that I'm kind of aware of how much money I'm spending getting the tracksuit. I'm kind of aware of not blowing money where I don't need to, because I don't like to sell my Killa armors. I like to keep them. I know a lot of people that get tracksuit and they sell the Killa to Ragman, but it's the best armor in the game. I mean, aside from the Zuck 6 right here, the Killa armor is the best armor you're gonna get. You cannot get a better chest armor. The Gazelle is close, but it's a lot worse. I mean, and then when it comes to the container, just a Grizzly, Grizzly hemostat, painkiller. Again, this thing, I like BT bullets. And then in here, I'll go through my stims. This is for something else. So obviously you need an SJ12, and I'll explain why. Let me pull this up. So the reason you want an SJ12 is because it gives you hydration recovery and energy recovery. So you're going to need that because you're going to be popping a Trimadol and an SJ6 when Killa is in the raid. So I'll get into that exactly later. But the stims, this is kind of what I like to run. So obviously a Propital, an SJ6, a Trimadol, a Mule in case shit gets freaky. We all know sometimes you have those raids where you were like, damn, I wish I had a Mule. I always have one just in case. And then SJ12 is for the food and hunger. You can replace, like say, you can replace the hemostat for like an emergency water ration if you want to, But again, it's just like a minor thing you don't need to worry about. So yeah, that's for like kits. That's kind of what I prefer to do. And ammo is the most important thing. So I can just quickly run through the ammo here. Alrighty guys, what's going on? I'm gonna jump right into it here for ammo choices for the farming for Killa. Now again, to get right into the weird stuff first, SP6 is really good. Can't get it. Need test drive part 1. Can't craft it. If you haven't found in raid, you can use it in the VSS to farm them. SPP, you can buy proper level 4. Very, very good to farm Killa. Again, it's off meta, but it works. Same with BP for the Val. So to get it off the bat, I know some people are going to ask, you can use the VSS. It does work. And it's actually really good. It's just a little expensive as well. So here's some actual meta ammos that I suggest using. And again, this is if you're using the SVD, obviously. To touch on the Ash-12 real fast, the PS12B, in my opinion, is like the most fun, and it's the best, and I love it, and I think it owns Killa. Problem is, you only get 80 every 13 hours, so you have to sleep as well, right, in real life. So you're only getting 80 a day practically, unless you're gonna like wake up and like start the craft when you wake up and do some like degenerate shit. But yeah, pretty much your PS12B is like fried because it's 13 hours for 80 bullets, and those 80 bullets will go so fast. Like, unless you're loading them only when you have Killa like in your line of sight, you're gonna be wasting it on scabs and players, and it's just gonna cost you a lot of PS12B. So if you have like the 200 you get from quest rewards, then definitely use it until you run out. Especially if you have like a bunch and you're just doing Huntsman pet sellout. I think the Ash 12 is definitely the best when it comes to farming him. But yeah. So anyways, to use ammo that's like widely available and like it makes sense, especially for Huntsman path or especially for tracksuit, because you need a lot of it and you need to keep buying it. And you know that it is what it is. So if you get really desperate, you can use M61, M62, M80 if you get really desperate. But again, I really don't recommend it. I'm talking like Vepr Hunter. It does work, but this used to be the old meta back in the day. But again, it's very, 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 very fucking hard to kill them with this ammo now after it got nerfed. So I would stick to the Mosin, the SVT, the AVT, the SVD, and again, the best ammo to do it on is BT and SMB. So how do you get BT? Proper level 4, which is I think level 38 or 36, and I started the tracksuit at 32, so I wasn't able to get this ammo, so what I was doing was I was using PS, and I was using the SMB craft in my hideout. Now PS is good because it does have a chance to one-shot him in the top of the head, but it's like 50% I think. And then when you don't one-shot him in the top of the head, then you just gotta shoot him again in the fucking head and he'll die. So at the start when I was doing the Mosin strat with the suiciding, if I got packet loss, I would just blow myself up with a grenade, and I was using this ammo. I would have to actually two-shot him in the top of the head to kill him. It was definitely a struggle, but we got it done. And yeah, so again, if you don't have BT and you don't have SMB, I would advise start crafting SMB, and I would also advise that you just get to proper level 4 before you start doing tracksuit. I mean, it took me like 5 days to get the XP, so I finished the kills, and then I literally played for 5 days straight questing, and then I got my actual tracksuit. So don't rush through the kills as much as you think you need to. Make it easier for yourself. Get proper level 4, grind XP for it. This ammo makes it so much easier. Just buy this on reset. You'll have no issues with ammo, and that's really it with ammo. You could also use MA55A1 in a 60 rounder if you get really desperate, and then you just spray his chest if you see him. Just unload into his body armor, and you'll black it out in like fucking 2 seconds, and then he'll die. The only reason that people don't use like MA55A1, M80, SPP, is because if you see him in like a corner and you can't just like slowly and tap him in the head one shot, like you can't do none of that. The only ammo that could really do that is like the Mosin and the Ash-12 and stuff. Both Russian guns, by the way. Who would have thought? Oh, also the Val's Russian gun as well. Oh, yeah, you know, just like my old War Thunder game. Rest in peace, War Thunder. Russian devs equals Russian bias in the balancing. It is what it is. Anyways, so we're gonna go ahead and jump into the raid. Alright, what's going on, guys? So we are at the front of the mall. What the hell? Okay. Well, anyways, ignore that, I guess. Giant graphical glitch. What's going on, guys? We are at the mall here, so I'm in an offline raid, and I just want to get this out of the way. Right now, the way to know if Killa is in the lobby, so say you spawn in, the first thing you do is you double tap O on the top right when that raid timer hits 39:38, if you get packet loss, Killa is 100% not in the raid, okay? But if at 39:38 or 39:37 you get no packet loss, then Killa has like a 50% chance that he's here. But also, if you run into the mall, so let's say I spawn at Railway, right? All the way over there. And my way in, obviously, is I just go into the closest store. So if I spawn Tech, wow. If I spawn Tech, if I spawn Railway, I'm just running to like the closest corner and getting inside as fast as I can. If you see scavs right away, so like if I'm running in from Railway, and I got no packet loss when that raid timer on the top right hit 39:38, I got no packet loss, right? And I ran in here and I saw scavs under here like walking then Killa is 100% in the raid. So that's fucking game time, alright? But I just want to get that out of the way. So first things first, raid timer hits 39:39, 39:38, no packet loss, boom. Trim it all, down the hatch, boom. SJ6, down the hatch. Trim it all, SJ6, and I'm also popping a Propital. You can even use the ibuprofen if you want, I'm gonna do it, but usually I just pop a Propital as well. So we got our stims, we spawned Railway, let's just pretend. Alright, so we're running in. Here's an example of what a run would look like. We're running in. Wow, interesting graphic glitch. So scav's coming out, right? Let's say scav here, scav over there. I run here. This is the route I will take usually. And then some scavs can spawn under the escalator. Just careful, they don't kill you while you run up. So again, if there's scavs and you got no packet loss, he's here. If there's no packet loss and no scavs, then he still could be in the raid, but it's unlikely. Alright, so first thing you want to do right off the bat is, since Killa's here, I pop the stims, I want to get upstairs. That's the #1 goal. Get upstairs as fast as possible. Alright, so right here, I'll attach that Bravo sight I talked about, and then I'll load the mag with the good bullets. And then I'll clear the chamber, just in case there's a chambered shit round. So we're good. I'll check the chamber, I'll make sure I didn't hit you. But I like to over-prepare. I don't want to fucking hot dog a kill. So sometimes, you know, this is usually what I'll do. I'll just go through an example here. So I'm just gonna peek. I'm gonna peek this. I'm gonna run. I don't see him. So Killa could spawn right here at these planters, right here on the floor. So you'll see his head through the planter here, but he's not there. Next thing, I'm checking these double doors. They're closed, so I know Killa's not on the left. And I'm just gonna do this. This is usually what I like to do. So very common spawn here is right here. So I'll just do a quick check. He's not here. I'll do another check. Not there. And then I'll toss a nade right here. And again, it's a smoke. So if Killa was anywhere within range of me throwing this smoke, so let's say I chuck the smoke, and then right from where I'm standing, a 50-meter radius in a circle. If he's in it, he'll yell, but not all the time. So it's just kind of like a way to check. Alright, so this is how I clear tar ducks. I'm just gonna go in here. I'm just gonna literally face check. Do a little jiggle there. Alright, so that's I have people playing Killa, so don't be alarmed. So this is a spawn Killa's in a lot. So this is a free kill if Killa's here. You just take that right hand when you come out of the door, and you just kill Killa. So I just do a little alt peek, and then I'll be like, oh crap, Killa's there. Very common spawn here, here, and then right in this corner here. And then I would peek out. I do a run peek. He's not there. Okay, boom. Go here. Do a little quick check in here. These are all face checks when he's here. With the SVD, you just mag dump the corner. And then we go in here. We're good. And so we're not scared of out here. He could spawn all the way out here. We're not scared though, because we threw the nade and we cleared it from outside. So we're just gonna go here. And now Killa could again be right here. Very common spawn. I have people spawning in the. I have people standing in the most common Killa spawns, so you'll kind of get an idea of what we're looking like. So again, another really common Killa spawn is right here in Sushi. So if he was spawned right in Sushi, you get a nice headshot right here, and it would just be a clean kill. And then again, we'd have another spawn right here, but again, he'd yell to the nade. Another spawn here, and I just do a little jiggle, see if he pulls me. If he's in Sushi and I don't see him, then you know, he'll pull me. But he's not anywhere. So next thing I'll do is, again, this strat changes if there's other Killa farmers in your raid. If there's other Killa farmers in your raid, like you hear flashbangs, then you're just gonna want to run right to Sushi, and you're just gonna want to fucking hot dog Killa, because it's just a race at that point. You don't need to be safe. But I'm gonna assume that you don't have any other farmers in your raid, and you get to kind of just take it easy. So the two scariest peaks, and this is what I have my other nade for, is I'll throw another nade here. So Killa could spawn like in this hallway, and it's kind of the hardest spot to kill him in my opinion. So again, I chuck the nade, and you know, Killa would yell. He could spawn pretty much anywhere here. Like there's a Killa spawn. So that's a very common Killa spawn, right in that corner. And if he's there, that's why I have the grenade. So if Killa was to be there, then I would reposition and I would get the right hand on through Jacob and Jacob. So that's just a little thing I would do. And then again, another thing I do is I'll just clear this hallway. So for later on, you'll understand why. So let's say we're coming around, and then I'm gonna do like a really deep peek. Killa could spawn at the back of that wall that says ultra, and he will not aggro you, so you just get a free one tap right there. Boom, he's dead, and that's a free kill. But you're gonna see the route I take is very, very weird, and it's just because I don't like dying to Killa. I play very, very safe. So again, he can spawn back here, and you don't need to be too slow about it, because again, if you get aggroed by Killa, all you need to do is run to a door, and you can kill him. So again, just a quick peek. Nothing, okay. And then I'm gonna do a little peek here on the yellow pizza store, in front of the bathrooms. Don't see him there just yet. Don't see him front sushi. Alright, so we're gonna keep running. And again, this is the exact route I take. So I'm not going through every single spawn, but this is the route I take. So just use it with a grain of salt. So again, we have another spawn right here on the ground. And then Killa could be kind of anywhere in the open here. He could be all the way over here, so I like to go all the way around. I like to be very careful here. I'm looking around. I'm looking for his helmet anywhere I could find him. Another common spawn is right there. He'll be behind those little cement things. Right there, you'd see his head. And then he could be right here against that wall. And then he could be, again, all around this. So, again, he would have pulled us. And then let's say, like, oh, shit, I heard Killa yell. Like, I'm literally running. I'm doing this. I'm hot dogging. I'm running. I'm going over this. I'm shutting this door. And I'm just going to wait here. And then I'm going to just shoot him in the head twice when he walks through the glass. And then if he opens the door, I'm just going to mag dump the fuck out of him right in the chest. I'm not going to go for a headshot. I'm going to go right to the chest. All my whole mag right to Killa's chest, and he'll die every single time. The only way you'll die to Killa is if like you ego Killa. So like if Killa spawns here, he yells, and I try to trade with him like this instead of just trying to get to cover like a box or something and then holding a close peek. You'll die. That's the only way though. So here we go again. We're just running around. We know this is clear because we cleared it from all the way down there. So we know that there's no threat of Killa being in this hallway, and we cleared his head from all these planners from back there. And again, if you do get pulled, all you need to do is get to a door. That's all you need to do. So again, I just heard someone twisting. I think we have a good Killa role player. And then Papillion's a common spawn, so you could see him here. He's right in there. So this is what I'll do, is I'll just get like a nice right hand usually when I run check arcade. Exactly like this. I'm just gonna go right to this bookshelf. I'm gonna do a right hand peek. And I'm gonna see Killa. He's gonna spawn right there, and that's just a headshot, and I missed, but you know what I mean. So he could spawn right there, and he could also spawn right there, and you'll see his gun. So that's just a little check right here. Those are his two Papillion spawns. And again, a very common spawn is in this bathroom. I probably got 15 of my kills in this bathroom. This one's easier because you just right hand him in the head. But if he spawns in this left stall, I just do this. I just go right, left hand peek, headshot. Now if you miss that shot, if you hit the headshot and he doesn't fall, instantly run, shut the door, and you're just gonna sit here like this. And the second you see his head through the glass, only shoot 2 bullets. Boom, boom, 2 bullets, that's it. Do not mag dump through the glass, because he'll crouch, and then you're gonna miss your whole mag, and then he's gonna kill you because you're reloading. So just shoot 2 bullets. If you kill him through the glass, great. If you don't, then just let him open the door, and then you just do like a 20 round to the chest, and you're fine. And that's all you need to do. So, that's not Killa, obviously. I don't know why I'm trying to loot him. So again, that's a spawn there. That's a very common spawn. And we kind of cleared this, but I'm very careful here, because Killa can really be in, like, any fucking spot. So, I'm always incredibly careful, because, you know, you never know, really. Killa spawns are not set in stone yet, even though a lot of people have got tracksuit. So, just use these spawns with a grain of salt. And, he can spawn in here. And it's pretty hard to kill him. So again, I would just do like a right hand hot dog full auto. If you fuck up, close the door, wait for him to do the door thing. And that's about it. So again, he could be like all up in here. He could be like behind this planner. He could be behind these planners. He could be crouched behind this door. So there's a lot of spots. So I'll clear sushi like this. So he spawns in here a lot. I'll do a quick run peek. Don't see him. So if he was here, I would do just a slow lean. I would tap him in the head, but he's not there. Again, another run peek. Killa could be right here in this corner. So if he was there, I would do the jump, and he wouldn't aggro me, and then I would jump again, and then I would do the slow right hand right in the head. Again, if I fuck it up, I shut the door, and I do that 2 headshot strategy that we talked about. So here we go here. We're checking sushi. Alright, so this is a very common Killa spawn. Again, probably 10 of my kills. So I just do a slow lean here. And I'll do like a quick check. Alright, so he's not here. And then I'm gonna do this too. I'm gonna check here. Another very common Killa spawn is right here. You'll see maybe there's Killa here. There he is. There's Killa. So you just go for a little head tap. Unless I'm getting old. Actually, there's no Killa, but You know what I mean. So he would be right there. And then right here is another very common Killa spawn. He's not there. And then I just kind of check around. And if I hear any yelling at all, scav, player, fucking, if I think it's a scav, but I'm not sure, I'm instantly going to a door, I'm closing it, I'm locking everything, I'm fucking hunkering down, I'm full waiting. Like, never, ever, 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 ever just, like, sit in the open and just, like, try to trade with Killa. So again, I'm just gonna be walking around here, just kind of looking for Killa to aggro me. He's not aggroing me. Oh, so Killa was there. So, see, he's not in the right spot. Whoever this is, whoever the fucking Killa guy is here, you're in the wrong spot. But, so you would pretty much do just a slow lean right here and just tap in the head. And again, I missed again. You see, I'm a little rusty. But, this is a common Killa spawn. He'll be, like, a little further, like right here. And then you can kill him right from the door there. So, that's where I was looking for him. But, the other way to do it is to kind of come outside and just, you know, do the slow lean. Boom, right in the head. But, it's just a free kill. And again, if you miss it, again, just get to a door and you'll be fine. So the last spot I checked, we've checked all the spawns pretty much. There's a couple niche spawns that I'm going to go through right now that he could be in, but it's very, very uncommon. So I've seen him in here one time. He was right here. So that spot is very uncommon, and if he is there, then he'll probably pull you when you're in sushi. So you're just going to want to run to a door. Again, like if you hear Killa yell, you know, he's got very distinct voice lines. He's got his own voice lines. If you hear him yell, then you just want to get to a door. I know I said that 30 times, but that's all you need to do. So again, just like this spot, if I check everything and I still don't find him, because like sometimes you get no packet loss and you don't find him, then I'll start checking like all those really weird spots. And here's the SJ12, by the way. I ran out of food and water because I used an SJ6 and a Trimadol. So I just popped the SJ12 and it gets me back up to speed so I don't have to worry about my stamina. But again, another very common spawn is Jacob and Jacob clothing racks. He could be back there. He'll be back there. So like, this is how I check these last two stores. I'll just run out here, and then I'll just kind of like look around. I'll just be like, okay, you know, okay, he aggroed me, and then like I'll probably just wait. Usually I'll just wait here, and I'll just like literally just fucking full auto his head. But if you want to be safe, then you could just run all the way back to sushi. So this last spot here, there's two ways to clear it. I prefer to do it the other way, and I could show you the other way, but the another way you could do it is you could just literally just face check him, and I mean it's pretty easy. It's pretty easy to kill him here. It's nothing crazy. I'll just say the safer way to do it is I'll show you the safe way. But again, so Killa could be all up here too, by the way, guys. Like Killa could be straight down this alley, all the way, big window. He could be behind this little bar right here. There's a bunch of niche spawns I'll go through for you, but don't assume that he'll be here. It's very uncommon. So he could be crouched behind this bar and you will not see him at all. So you have to be super careful. Like, this is probably the last spot I'll check. So if I check every spawn and I got no packet loss and I also saw scavs, like, Killa is definitely in the raid. So I'm gonna start checking like all these like weird niche spots. Like, is he crouched behind this? Is he at the big window, like deep behind, like all the way back there, crouched? Is he back there, crouched? Is he in Papillion changing rooms? Because he could be like, he could be kind of hiding in these changing rooms back there in Papillion. You know, he could be like all along that wall. But I'll show you the safe way to clear this last store. And then that's kind of how you like walk into the mall and kind of how you clear the upstairs. At least how I clear the upstairs. No, so if you were spawning from this side, say you spawned Ollie, and you came in from this way, my favorite thing to do when I spawn here is I'll throw a nade right here, all the way down to sushi. And then I will do it like this, and if Killa's like here or in Papillion or in sushi, he'll yell from the grenade most likely, but sometimes he doesn't, and there's really nothing we can do about that. I still check, so I would just chuck the nade, and I would just do like some jiggling, you know? It's just about pulling the boss sometimes. Like sometimes you're just not gonna get the nice headshot on him, and you're gonna just pull the boss. So like, I just want to make sure that when I pull him, I'm at a place where I can, you know, get to a door. That's the main important thing. If you can get to a door, he's very easy to kill. But anyways, let me go to the other side and show you how to clear the last store, just so we can be on the same page of how I do it. Okay, so we're at the store. Now again, this spot is, if he's in this store, it's probably the easiest way to kill him. And again, I'm not really scared about anything else right now because of the clearing we did. We've already cleared the whole map, so this is just going to be like a very safe route. Like I said, this is like a very, very safe way to kill Killa. So, I'm gonna always just slow peek this. Like, if I know I'm alone and there's no Killa farmers and I know he's in the raid, I'm gonna do this very, like, slowly. There's no point in rushing it, right? So I'm just gonna slow peek this, and if he's there, I'm just gonna get the one tap, and he's just gonna die. You know, it's that easy. And he would be right there. But again, don't do what I just did right there. That's just death. So anyways, that's how I clear that planter, and then I'll run into underway here. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna jump to this, and I'm gonna go for a slow lean, and I'm gonna look for him in front of the bathroom. So again, he could be right here, he'd be dead, or he could be a little bit more, he'd be right there, dead. And then we would go here, keep right hand peeking. Again, you want to take everything as a right hand peek. There's no need to not do a right hand peek. So right there, headshot, and then he could be right there, at the bottom of that flower, right there, and you'd kill him. And then that is every single spawn, to my knowledge. Obviously, there's some niche ones that I've never seen, but one of the spawns that I've seen him be in with this door was closed, by the way. So I would always check this. Even though the door is closed, Killa could actually still be in this bathroom. So it does spawn open, or it does spawn closed, so that would mean that either a scav or Killa closed the door behind him, which is kind of demonic, but he would just be right in this corner here is where I've seen him. So I would just walk in, and I would just give him a magnum, and, you know, he would just die. I mean, it's just, you just gotta hit your magnum shots. I've never seen him in these bathrooms, but I always check. And again, if this door is open, then there's actually a pretty good chance he is in here, but it's not open that much. So that is how you clear the mall, and then typically I'll just grab the kit and I'll just run to no bag. Alright, what's going on, guys? So I want to show you guys just how to run into the mall depending on where you spawn. It's really important to avoid other players and to kind of be the first person to Killa. Um, so right off the bat, this is going to assume that you're popping an SJ6 and a Trimadol when you spawn, or when you get no packet loss and Killa spawns. So we're going to assume that, and let's get into it here. So when we spawn railway up here, either here or here, then the first thing we're doing is we're running right into the idea. So we're gonna, this route kind of takes you into idea. This route can take you into idea or ultra, depending on if you hear shots. I actually prefer to just take this spawn and go to ultra. And usually I'm gonna be SJ6ing right around here. Like if Killa spawns, like right when I cross this like line I'm drawing, this would be my SJ6 line. So yeah, I usually cross, I'll go into the front here from idea, and then I'll go into idea, and I'll go down this way, and I'll go up the escalators to the second floor, and then I'll start my path. If I spawn over here, or if I spawn just pretty much over here, I go underground, I run underground, and then I go up those underground escalators, up, and then I go da da da, and then I go up again. So either way, I'm going into either the front of idea in the main entrance, or I'm going through the side underground spot. Power plant, I'm going through the Goshen side. So if I spawn power plant, then I'm going to run up the ramp here, like this, da 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 da, and I'm gonna go into this back idea door here, and then I go all the way here, and then I go up the escalator to the second floor. No bag is amazing. Spawn no bag, or you spawn no bag or these shipping containers, either one. I just go right under Goshen, and then I go right to the hole in the wall, and then I go right up to Tech Light. Or it's like right here, and then it kind of goes like this. But that's usually what I do. Or you can go into the back of Goshen, and then you could go up that little like junk bridge that's like right here, and then you could go through Goshen, and you could go up the escalator that's in the middle of Ultra. So it's just preference. Emercom, this spawn is fucking cursed. If you get this spawn, it is so bad. You pretty much have to run all the way through along this road, and then you gotta fight a bunch of scavs here, and then you go up this ramp into the back of Goshen, through this double door, through another double door, and then you go da da da, and then you're at the tents right here. So this is the tents of Goshen, and then you would go through, and then you would go up to Ultra. So you'd probably fight like 10 scavs along the way. It's brutal. That spawn sucks. Ali, again, this spawn's also really bad. If you get the really, really far spawn down here on the bottom left, then you're going to want to just run in right through tech. Now, I prefer to go through the side here, through the underground, and then I would actually go under Ali, under Ali, under Ali, through, and then I'd go to hole in the floor, and then go up hole in the floor. I prefer to do that because I usually run into players when I run through the front of Ali. I see a lot of people go up to front of Ali, they go here, they spawn here, or they spawn over here, or they spawn in these containers, and they all converge in the same location, and they run here through the main ollie glass, they run up, and then they go tech light stairs. You could do that, I just prefer not to because I feel like I run into players. And now in my opinion, the best spawn you can get for farming kill is right in the front of the mall. So there's one spawn here, and there's one spawn here. And I just run straight through ultra, right through the front door, run up the escalator, throw my flashbang, and I start my route instantly. So that is my favorite spawn. So that's kind of all the spawns. That kind of covers how I enter the mall. And now I'll cover the upstairs. So real quick, I'll just jump into it. So we spawned idea, we go idea, we're up these escalators right here. We're going here. We're at the top. and then we're doing our route. So this is where I started in the video that you saw. This is the location I started in. I threw my flashbang and I cleared. So this is how the clear works from idea. You would start here, and then again, if you go up tech light, you go up the escalator, you're here. You pretty much do the same clear as you would do on the idea side. It's just completely opposite. So like, it's the same exact thing. You clear this, and then you go around da, 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 like that. And then if you spawned idea side or Ali side, you would just clear this, the sushi store, and then you would go back around like that. So that's the route I take. And then if I spawn ultra, I would come in through the front right here, boom, this escalator, and then I would clear, I would throw my flashbang or my smoke grenade, I would clear everything here, I would clear here, clear here, and then depending on like whatever information I get, I would then go to either tar ducks or sushi, and then I would clear again the same route that I did in the video, either tar duck side or sushi side. Same with Goshen, you spawn Emercom, you go up this back escalator, you end up here on the second floor. I would then run through Papa John's, and I would do it like this. I'd clear here, I'd go to arcade, and I'd clear through sushi, or you could do it the other way, and you could just take a peek down Jacob and Jacob, take a peek here, and then you could go all the way around through Burger Spot. You could go this way, and it's pretty much just getting upstairs really fast without dying, and then kind of the route is kind of yours to mess around with. But um, I would always try to get like maybe two ways that you were comfortable doing it, and then just get upstairs and then position yourself to start your route in that way, if that makes sense. So if I spawn Emercom and I get up here and I'm like kind of confused, then I'm gonna run through Burger Spot. I'm gonna go all the way up, all the way around, and I'm gonna be super safe. I'm gonna start in Tarducks, even though it's really inefficient, and then I'm gonna retrace my steps and do the route that I know I'm comfortable doing. So that's kind of how I would move around through the mall, and that is going to be the end of the video. I hope this was helpful for you guys. I know this is like super scuffed, and I have no idea what I'm doing, but I'm just a gamer, so please keep your criticism, because I have no clue what I'm doing. And I learned how to edit on Sony Vegas in probably like 10 minutes with my boy on YouTube with 700 views. Thanks for the shout out. Shout out Tech Tips 333 on YouTube with 70 subscribers. And yeah, guys, that'll do it. So I appreciate it. And I'm streaming on Twitch a lot. So if you want to come by and say what's up, then come by. I'll talk to you guys later.